Hey guys, today I'll be doing my Survivor Series 2013 review. As you can see, I have a special guest here with me, my cousin Oscar, who's going to be reviewing the pay-per-view with me. So, anyways, we start off the night with a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series Tag Team Elimination match, which was The Shield and the Real Americans versus Cody Rhodes, Goldust, the Usos, and Rey Mysterio. I think it was a good match, but the outcome of the match was kind of disappointing, with Roman Reigns being the sole survivor after he eliminated Rey Mysterio with the spear. But for what it was worth, it was a pretty good match, I guess.
The second match that happened was the Intercontinental Championship between Curtis Axel and Big E Langston. It wasn't much of a surprise that Big E Langston actually retained it, even though he just got it a week ago, or just that current week on Raw. It was kind of cool to see Big E Langston do his big ending, and it was a overall pretty good match, but it could have been better. Could have been some ring outs or something like that.
Well, anyways, the Intercontinental Championship match was, like Oscar said, it was okay, but it was only about a 5 or 6 minute match. And you can tell at the end that when Curtis Axel was trying to get out of the big ending, but he couldn't escape or whatever, so he ended up hitting it on him, retaining the Intercontinental Championship. So anyways, the next match was the 7-on-7 Divas Tag Team Elimination match, which was all the cast of Total Divas versus AJ Lee, Tamina Snuka, Oksana, Summer Rae, Caitlyn, Alicia Fox, and Rosa Mendez. It wasn't really that good of a Divas match, because like every 15 seconds someone got eliminated, and at one point in the match, Brie Bella just did a drop kick and it automatically eliminated Rosa Mendez. But anyways, the Total Divas ended up winning after eliminating AJ Lee. Natalya ended up eliminating AJ with the sharpshooter, and the sole survivors were Nikki Bella and Natalya. And
It's basically what my cousin said. The Divas Tag Team Elimination, they're entertaining, but only for a short while. After about, just what he said, 15 seconds, every Diva was almost eliminated. I expected more from AJ Lee, who was always doing her signature Black Widow submission hold, but she didn't get close to it at all. After she got knocked down by Natalya, she automatically went to her sharpshooter, and, well, basically after that, she had to tap out for obvious reasons so they can get to the next match, which is pretty much why that match was only so far. The whole match itself with 7 Divas only lasted about 4 minutes. It was disappointing, but I don't like the Divas that much. Neither does she. We didn't really watch it and pay attention. And it was just a normal Divas match that you would see on Raw or SmackDown or any main event or something. But that's my thoughts on the Divas match, but it wasn't too good.
so anyways, next we have Ryback coming out to the ring, and just like a couple days ago on SmackDown, he issued an open challenge for anybody to come out to the ring and face him to see if they could beat him. And not really a surprise, Mark Henry returned, challenging Ryback to a match. One thing that he does look kind of cool, he shaved his head bald now. He kind of looks cool with bald, but I still think he looks cool with the dreadlocks. But anyways, it was about a 10-minute match with Ryback hitting the meat hook, and at one point in the match, Mark Henry actually jumped up in the air and flattened Ryback with a splash, and he picked him up for the World's Strongest Slam and hit it, and then he got the win with Mark Henry beating Ryback, which was a pretty good match, but I think it could have been better, even though Mark Henry's been gone for about 3 months.
Basically what he said, I thought it was pretty better. When Ryback was over there challenging people, anybody in the whole locker room of the WWE Survivor Series or just the WWE roster, I honestly thought it was going to be Sheamus, who was gone for about 8 months, or at least at SummerSlam. I really don't remember, but I thought it was going to be Sheamus that would come up, but to my surprise, actually Mark Henry came out, and I was actually pretty excited because he had a whole new look. He didn't wear the same one-piece suit that he usually wears, but just has the WSM that's red and stuff like that. He totally got a new hairdo, or shaved it all off, actually. And I really liked this match. This match was the explosiveness I was looking for this pay-per-view. I really liked when he was at the turnbuckles and Ryback was just over there to punch him or kick him or something. I forgot what. But out of nowhere, he just explodes and just lays out Ryback. After that, Ryback is on the floor completely. He doesn't know where he is. He picks him up and gives him the world's strongest slam, which is pretty exciting because that's the loudest in that pay-per-view. I heard the ring smash. It was pretty exciting to me. I really liked it, and it was good. I liked it. It was really, really good.
So then we have the World Heavyweight Championship match. The champion John Cena defending against Alberto Del Rio, the former champion. And with Cena and his whole surgery on his elbow and all that, it showed him in a segment backstage with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon telling them that he thinks he can fight without the elbow brace. And of course, like always during the match, Del Rio uses that strategy of attacking the injured elbow. But just like at Hell in a Cell, he comes up short. He goes for the cross arm breaker, and Cena reverses into the attitude adjustment, and that's pretty much it. He wins and retains the World Heavyweight Championship.
Like he said, I thought it was a pretty good match, but nothing really topped the Mark Henry and the Ryback match to me. The match was good. It showed the little cutscene where Cena was talking to Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, and he was saying, "Oh, I don't need the little arm brace thing. I'm good what I got right now. I'm confident." He goes out there. They come out and do their little entrances, and they start the match. After that, Del Rio, they're pretty much just they were pretty much just throwing each other around, doing all these little moves that looked pretty cool. Alberto Del Rio got a good little kick shots in there. Cena tried to do some attitude adjustments, but came short, and Alberto Del Rio would reverse it somehow. He would just get up and do a DDT, or he would just push him off or jump off his shoulders. And then when John Cena was on the ground, he tried to do his arm kind of submission hold kind of deal. After he did that, as always, I think this is happening at Hell in a Cell, Cena just overpowers him and picks him up and slams him on the ground. After that, when Alberto Del Rio was laid on the ground, he ran back and forth on the rope, did his signature 5-knuckle shuffle, and was about to. When Alberto Del Rio got up, he went again to do his attitude adjustment. Anyways, John Cena went to do his attitude adjustment again, but Alberto Del Rio reversed it and went into the cross arm breaker. And Cena surprisingly reversed it really fast and got into the STF. And I really don't know what happened there. They were very close to the ropes, and I guess Alberto Del Rio just touched it with his middle finger or just his hand in general. After he got up, John Cena gave him an AA, and that basically sealed the deal for the match, and Alberto Del Rio just couldn't take it anymore. They made a 3 count, and John Cena won and retained his title.
So then the next match was a pretty good rivalry, and it was a pretty good match too. It was the Wyatt family, Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, versus CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. The only thing I have to complain about this feud is that CM Punk was feuding with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman, and then out of nowhere the Wyatt family just beats him and Daniel Bryan up after Daniel Bryan was taken out of the title picture. And that's pretty much just how the feud started, but it was a pretty good feud up until then. It all came down to Survivor Series when they finally faced off for the first time. And well, the whole match was back and forth the whole time until about a couple minutes till the end of the match, which showed Eric Rowan, the one with the green suit, and he's bald, the one with the orange beard. Daniel Bryan ended up hitting the running knee on him, knocking him out of the ring. And then Luke Harper does his spinning clothesline move and knocks out Daniel Bryan. And then CM Punk goes for the swing neck breaker and reverses it into the GTS and puts away Luke Harper with the 3 count. But then at the end of the match was pretty. It looked like they were about to fight again, with Bray Wyatt getting his jacket and hat off, about to go into the ring. But then he ended up backing away, and the Wyatt family walked off. And anyways, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk were celebrating in the ring, and that's pretty much the end of the match.
This match to me was actually very boring. I couldn't pay attention. What he said was actually new to me. I wasn't paying attention at all. I barely even know the wrestlers that much. Just Luke Harper and I don't even know the other one. The one in the green suit, I guess. I don't even know if I named them right. But the match was really boring to me. And it got to the point where I'm just on my phone fiddling around and he would get my attention like, oh, look, he's doing this and that. And overall, some entertaining parts were there. I thought the 2 members of the Wyatt family were going to go behind CM Punk or Daniel Bryan, and then Bray Wyatt would get in the ring and give the Sister Abigail, but it looked like he was getting in, and just like what you said, they kind of scared him off. He knew that he was overpowered. He backed off. So did the other 2 members of the Wyatt family, and they basically just walked off knowing that they embarrassed themselves, or no, they just didn't look. They looked like idiots. Anyways, they were in the ring celebrating, just looking at each other over there on the turnbuckles, doing their stuff, and basically that's it. I didn't like that match. It was just boring.
So then we came down to the main event, the WWE Championship. The WWE Champion Randy Orton defending against the Big Show, which was a pretty boring rivalry. We all knew Randy Orton was going to retain the title from the start of when the match was first announced. And the thing about it was the match was actually really short. It was about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And of course, Triple H being smart with people how he is, he said there's going to be no physical interference, but he ended up coming out and distracting the Big Show because they were outside of the ring, and Randy Orton was going for the DDT on the floor, and Big Show reversed it into the knockout punch. And while he was rolling Orton back in the ring to pin him, Triple H's music hits, and him and Stephanie McMahon and Kane come out, and Big Show is, while he's getting into the ring through the ropes, Randy Orton hits an RKO, and he goes to the corner. He punts Big Show in the skull and basically retains the title. But then afterwards was pretty exciting when John Cena comes out with the World Heavyweight Championship, and it shows Randy Orton and John Cena, the 2 champions, just facing off against each other and holding their titles in the air, and that's just pretty much how the pay-per-view ends.
This match actually was almost as better as the Mark Henry versus Ryback, but it stopped short when Triple H came out, and it kind of died off for me. But the match started off really good. Randy Orton was actually scared of Big Show and just kept getting out of the ring, and Big Show just kept doing that sinister kind of look to him, knowing that Randy Orton was actually going to get overpowered and wasn't going to win that match. Randy Orton kept running around the ring until Big Show eventually got him inside the ring. He did his, I guess it would be signature, his kind of choke slam kind of deal to Randy Orton, but Randy Orton quickly got out of it, went out of the ring, and they were over there near the barricades, and Randy Orton got thrown over there, which was pretty exciting for me. He got thrown overboard, all the fans were just looking at him, and Randy Orton's just looking shocked, and anyways, to skip forward, Triple H came out, said a few words. He didn't say anything at all. He just came out, scared the Big Show, and distracted him. Randy Orton left an RKO, and that was about. He did RKO, and that was about it. The match was over. John Cena came out, and Randy Orton and John Cena were just having to stare off, and then they both held the titles in the air, signaling, I guess, the end of Survivor Series.
So anyways, next month I'm going to be doing my tables, ladders, and chairs review. But this was my Survivor Series 2013 review, and see you guys next time.